Good morning. This is my video for my creative year, the month of May. The prompt is passion, and I'm chosen to do this as in segments because that was suggested to me. I am right now on screen. You see me gluing down pages from a dictionary. The page that in my dictionary had passion on it. Passion, passion flower, passionless, all these things. And so I just tore them up and I'm at meeting them down. And at this point, I have no idea where I'm going with this. Absolutely none. I'm working in the large Dilutions journal. So you can see it's a good size, and it just barely fits on my desk under the the camera. And because the thing about passion that I think that the first thing that comes to mind for me is sexual passion. I decided to put down a little piece of lace that was hanging around on my desk. I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll manage to do something with that, just as a token to that aspect of our lives that is a little more delicate for conversation than some things we might talk about. But yeah, so there I am. And that's all I did that day. I said to myself, yep, I don't know where I'm going. I need to think about this. So the next day, I got some stuff out, which you saw very briefly there, and I started playing with it, tearing pieces off. The green piece there is a wipe off roller from a jelly printing session. The red paper that looks like dots is actually a Japanese paper made with kind of like feels like fiber. There's a little bit of texture on it, and it's actually a geometric print. Very, very light texture, very lovely. And I had put some red fluid acrylics on there and didn't get the video turned on. So that's what you see me trying to dry there. And there's that paper. So I'm playing with things, saying, well, where am I going to put this stuff? And, that's just a really organic process for me. I just say, well, I don't like this shape. I do like this shape. What am I going to do with this? So I had this wipe off, roller wipe off that I had from the jelly print that was, I really liked it because it had green. It had red in it, and really red seems to me to be the thing that I think of when I think of passion. Other people have subtler colors that was brought to mind, but honestly, I guess maybe that says something about me. When we think of passion, we think of really strong emotions, like temper, like anger. We all have that aspect of our personalities. Some of us don't show it very often. My kids could certainly tell you that I'm not afraid to show my anger. My hubby too, probably. But there you go. That's we're human beings. It's part of the human experience. And if we have passion for other things in our lives, there's really no reason for us to pretend we don't have passion for in that aspect of our lives too. And here I am. I've mixed some acrylic paint with some gel medium, which is quite thick, and I'm putting it through a stencil there. It happens to be one of Mike Deacon's stencils, and I'm happily doing that. And although it's not coming out perfectly, I do put it down in 2 or 3 places. Okay, 4 places, and and then I take it up, and then I think, oh darn, I'm not sure I'm happy with that. But having done it, it's pretty hard to get it off. So um, that's how life is. Then what do you do? I think is how it goes. So I decide I'm going to add some acrylic paint. That particular one is pearl white, metallic from Folk Art, and I mix it. I end up mixing it with some metallic amethyst from Folk Art too. I've just picked those up at Walmart recently, and I'm kind of playing around with that, thinking that mauve will tie that pink, which is kind of a bluey pink, in with a little bit more. Now I don't know if you can hear that, but the dogs are sitting in the window in the art room, and they're having conversations with the neighbors who are walking by. So if you hear barking, that will be them. So yeah, I'm just kind of tying that purple in. It is a metallic, and it's really nice. So I'm really happy with the kind of the difference in textures that I can have with this with these metallic paints and papers and stuff. So I think that's the end of day 2. And I'm going to start day 3. I didn't know where I was going to go, but I decided that it needed some dark, it needed some framing somehow, and I really wasn't sure what I was doing, and I went in there with a Pigma micron, with my brush nib, and just tried to be quite bold, which honestly, guys, was really scary for me, because I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna wreck it. But you know what? Didn't wreck it at all. Kind of outlined that lace a bit, made a few circles around those bubbles. Stopped to think about it. I thought, what am I doing here? It had gotten quite busy, and I hadn't really intended it to be so busy. But this life happens while you're making plans, right? So I'm just working away at it and seeing if what I can do to make it interesting at this point. And I do something there and I don't like it, so I take it off with a baby wipe real quick. And you know what? It came off. So I was very happy about that. Yeah. And so I'm thinking, well, what now? What now? I don't know. I'm still thinking. And I can't figure out how to put words on it, or what words I want to put on it. And I go in again with a smaller nib, same set of Pigma micron pens, permanent pens, and do a little more sketching. And and I noticed that underneath in the dictionary pages I put on the first level, there's a picture of a passion flower, and so I kind of outline that a bit, and then I doodle around a bit more, showing the, you know, with the same kind of doodling. So here I am. I have managed to put words on it, although I didn't get it filmed. Yeah, very clever. And I'm adding a little green to it because I thought it needed it. Just because there's green in that jelly print I put down, and it was looking pretty isolated. So I put some extra green down, and some shading in that Japanese paper. And here are some photographs. You can see how metallics showed up. And here's some photographs. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, if you did, give me a like, subscribe, and a comment. I'd be glad to answer any questions. Have a good day. Okay. Okay.